It has been another great year of high school football seasons as two teams brought home state championships. And this is the day we present our Star of the Year. It's an honor that we do annually, and it goes to the top player as voted on by a panel of coaches. Well, the fact that Wren and Chapman both won state crowns certainly had an impact on how things played out with the award. We've got 7 Sports Director Pete Ganady. He is joining us now with more. He's been busy. Pete.
Yes, and Megan, it is really interesting that we would have 2 state titleists led by 2 fantastic quarterbacks. It led to our closest vote ever that we have a panel of 10 area coaches who don't have a player on a ballot of this year. 7 players we nominated to be voted on for the eventual honor. And here's how it played out for the Star of the Year. And we have a tie. For the first time since we've been doing this award, 2 players share the honor. Joe Owens, the quarterback for Wren, he got 5 first-place votes. Michele Colasurdo, the quarterback at Chapman, got 4 first-place votes, but each ended up with 18 points. And Chapman ended up on 9 of the 10 ballots, which outdistanced Owens. So as a result, those 2 take the honor. Rajay Harris of Burns got the other first-place vote. Venables of Daniel, Black, Lindsay, and Skoloff also on the ballots, and each also registered some votes. But as for those 2 who win it, let's just say they were well earned with big numbers and big play throughout the campaign.
Wren's Joe Owens and Chapman's Michele Colasurdo could have switched teams this season and likely ended up with the same results. Big-time numbers, state championship trophies, and tied in a vote of our panel of coaches for the Star of the Year.
I think the whole team and the program knows that it's a team award more than anything. You know, it's hard to be on a bad football team and get awards like this. So I'm super appreciative of those guys and our coaching staff.
We have a lot of fun on the field here, and that's what makes our game so much different than other people's. It's all about having fun, but when we go out there and win, it makes it even more fun.
Owens' lone campaign at Wren produced not only a 4A state title, but also nearly 4,500 yards passing and a state record 73 combined touchdowns, with 62 of those by air.
The things that you want from a quarterback, the leadership, the competitiveness, the dedication, the work ethic, the example, being on time. If you have a checklist, you can check Joe off in every one of them.
Colasurdo completed his career at Chapman 27-1 as a starter, threw for over 3,000 yards, and combined for 52 touchdowns. And the state championship won in his senior season was vindication for how his sophomore year ended, as they avenged a title game loss against the same Dillon team they played 2 years ago with a decisive victory this time.
Getting to go back and win it and have a great season like we did this year, it was really special. I think really our whole senior class felt that way.
We really prayed and hoped and worked for the fact to get that opportunity again. You know, when he was prepared and it was his game to play, and and then he played really well.
It's the first time we've had 2 players tie for the award, but each marched on a similar path to earn his Star of the Year honor.
Quite an honor indeed for those 2. And again, the first time we've had the award shared by a couple of players, but there was no way to break a tie for guys whose numbers, their character, and their championship play reflected their status. Colasurdo signed on Wednesday to play his college football at Georgia State. Owens, who is likely to get more interest as the word has gotten out about him after just 1 season playing for Wren in his senior year, well, he's still looking at his college options. No doubt you're going to hear about both of these guys on the football field and beyond moving forward. Congratulations to them.
Great job again, Pete. I know it's a lot of work, and you do a fantastic job covering it all.
And thanks to our coaches, by the way, for voting. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. Coaches, it's all one big team effort, and we couldn't have promotions like this without a great sponsors.
Isn't that amazing? 2 champs.
I know.
From the upstate.
I know.
And yeah, maybe 3 next year.
I know. It's
Dorman
good
did
stuff.
real well.
Yeah.
For the season.
They did great. You know,
Yep.
So those sponsors include Ingles as a great sponsor for this year's Star of the Year. So Jamarcus has been hanging out with Timothy Barrett from Ingles this morning. Let's check in with him. J-Man.
Thanks, Jack and Megan. Yes, we love our sponsors, and we have to say thank you to Ingles for their sponsorship. I have Timothy Barrett here from Ingles to tell us what else they have coming up soon in sports. Timothy, good to see you.
Well, it's good to see you as well.
Yeah, thank you so much for being such an amazing partner for sports here in our area. I mean, Ingles does such a great job of not only the Star of the Week and Star of the Year, but also with the SoCon sports coverage, too. You guys help a lot with that.
Right. And, Ingles really loves to support the colleges in our market. And, it's a great footprint for all of our stores and all of the student athletes that go to our stores and work in our stores. But also, you know, it gives us a chance to support the charities, the local charities as well. We're able to do the 3 for 3 program, which is $3 for every 3-point basket, and also the Hoops for Against Hunger program in North Carolina, which just is a great way for us to give back.
And with Wofford, I'm a Furman guy, but with Wofford last year, with all those threes they hit, I mean, you guys we're happy to make a donation to those charities through that program.
Yes, Wofford's, you know, Wofford's been a great partner with us as well, and they just stunned North Carolina a couple weeks ago, I believe, and of course the big game, February 22nd, against Furman will be fun.
Furman and Wofford. I'm holding out for a win this year, but it's always a great festival. I went up to the Southern Conference tournament last year, and it was such a great energy. Lots of things for families to do, games going on throughout the day, and that's coming up in March.
Yes, March 5th it starts, and tickets will go on sale at all Ingles locations on February 5th. So we're extremely excited about another great year with the tournament. We'll have the mascot challenge again this year. We'll have the Fan Fest. So we're really excited.
And the Fan Fest was really a lot of fun to be able to go out there, and like all the colleges in the SoCon had their booths set up. You can take pictures with their mascots. You can play games. There was bands out there playing.
Exactly. We plan to have pep rallies and music and just a very lively experience for all the fans out there of all ages. So, and you can catch any of the Ingles Southern Conference Game of the Weeks on any of the Nexstar networks throughout the conference.
Yeah, and I think that's great, too, to be able to open it up to people, not only seeing it here, but seeing it all over, wherever there's a Southern Conference and there's a Nexstar station in that market. So that's pretty cool.
Exactly. It's great for the families who may not get to travel and see their kid play. You know, they still get to be a part of that experience.
And of course, we're looking at basketball, but of course, you guys do a lot of support. We do things with you guys for the football season as well. Now we're just getting out of that, and heading into basketball. But you guys cover all of the sports here.
Yes, we're very much excited to be partners with a lot of the local colleges here, especially during the athletic programs and during football season. And it's kind of ending now. We're going into basketball, but it's been just a tremendous season. And of course, everyone knows Clemson's in the area, and you know they're excited for them.
Just a small team, no one knows.
Just a little thing there.
Well, thank you so much. We can't thank you guys enough for your support of the sports here and Star of the Week and Star of the Year. So when you're thinking about your shopping options, be sure to pick Ingles and make sure you go and see them because they put so many great things back into our community. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamal.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Same to you.
Thank you. Coming up next on Your Carolina, what's in a price point? Dan Hamilton from Hamilton & Company is here to show you what you get in a home at each price point. We'll take a look at some of those homes. Talk to you. You got to see the festive sweater that Dan's wearing. He wins.